Hey guys, it's Shadows1. We have a new free week champion rotation for week 9 of 2014 season for League of Legends. So just gonna go around with the portraits. We've got Ashe, Gangplank, Heimerdinger, Karma, Lee Sin, Shyvana, Lulu, Syndra. We've also got Jinx and Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz actually just came out recently, so surprised they put him on free week rotation already. But let's get into things, shall we? As usual, I'll tell you guys, the general lane you'll see them in, and what items you can expect to see the champions in. Just going down the list, we have Ashe, who primarily builds attack damage. Very, very, very seldomly will you see her be built with any ability power, and that's only to enhance her ultimate. But other than that, she's a primarily attack damage. I said this in the last 2 weeks ago, the champion rotation, because I think she's been on here for a while. But yeah, so attack damage items, Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, all of those are good for Ashe. You'll see them 99 out of 100 times, and you'll see her primarily in the bottom lane with a support. So that's it. Next we've got Gangplank, who, you build him a little tanky. You maybe get a Random Omen or a Warmogs or maybe a Sunfire Cape, but that's pretty much it. Unless your team really needs a tank, then you go hyper tank. Otherwise, you're going to be building items such as a Static Shiv, a Infinity Edge, maybe a Ravenous Hydra. All of those are pretty standard on Gangplank. And you might also be getting a Tear of the Goddess to turn into a Manamune and have that turn into a Muramana. So he can fluctuate a little bit, but I recommend going pretty standard with getting attack damage, again, the Ravenous Hydra, Static Shiv, etc., etc. Maybe getting that one piece of tanking items such as even a Banshee's Veil is good on every champion. I'm just gonna say that flat out. Every champion, Banshee's Veil. That's a bar none good item for everybody. So again, you can expect to see him mostly in the top lane or maybe in the jungle. Very rarely. Well, you'll rarely see him in the jungle, but primarily top, or sometimes support down at bottom. But again, primarily up at top. Next we have Heimerdinger, who you'll see him being played mid, again, 99 out of 100 times, and being built with ability power. So Rabadon's Death Cap doesn't go amiss on him, Rod of Ages, Tear of the Goddess, turn that into a Archangel Staff, etc., etc. So that's it. Nothing else to say. You'll see him primarily in middle lane. Next we have Jinx, who, just like Ashe, primarily attack damage, so Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, etc., etc. You'll primarily see her in the bottom lane with the support, and she's very squishy. Now, one thing I will say is, unlike most champions, she's hyper squishy. So you might want to get a defensive item. So again, that Banshee's Veil will certainly help. That's pretty much as far as you got to go. Otherwise, you're gonna sacrifice your usefulness to stay alive, which it doesn't. Staying alive doesn't equate to usefulness in leagues sometimes. And for Jinx, that's very true. And also, you don't really need to get attack speed items. So maybe a Static Shiv, but that would be about it for attack speed. So, yeah. Next, we have Karma, who can be played either in the mid lane or support. And if she's being played in mid lane, you'll see, ability power items. So, again, the Rabadon's Death Cap, Zanya's, etc. If she's being played as support, Twin Shadows, maybe Nathine's Unholy Grail or Malik's Crucible. And, standard support items from there. So, she's pretty flexible with that. Next, we have Lee Sin, who can be played in the top lane or played in the jungle. You'll primarily see him in the jungle, or he can also be played in the middle lane. That's also a good lane for him to be in too. The only reason I say that is because I've actually seen it. It does work. However, much like, say, Kha'Zix or, Zed, you have to be able to get that farm to be kind of useful. And you'll be seeing Lee Sin built primarily tanky, so Warmogs, Randuin's Omen, Sunfire Cape, all those things probably going to be standard on Lee Sin. Maybe see him get a Ravenous Hydra, and that's about it. So again, he can be top, mid, or jungle. Next we got Lulu, who primarily supports. You'll see her get support items, so again, Malik's Crucible, maybe Nathine's Unholy Grail for herself. What else? You know, the Runic Bulwark, it's stuff like that. You know, I don't need to spell it out for you guys by this point. When I say support items, that's what I mean. And again, primarily bot lane with, you know, an attack damage champion such as, you know, Ashe or Jinx. Next we have Shyvana, who primarily built as pretty tanky as well. You know, with a decent mix of health, but primarily, you know, big focus on attack damage. So, Ravenous Hydra, good on her. You know, Infinity Edge, not so much, but a Frozen Mount is definitely good for her. And that's kind of, you know, the route you want to go. High attack damage, high health, with some magic and magic resist and armor. That's, you know, that's all I can say on that. And expect to see her most likely in the jungle or the top lane. Next we have Syndra, who primarily in the mid lane, being built as ability power. So again, Rabadon's Death Cap, Zani's Hourglass, and whatnot. You know, items such as Elandri's Torment are pretty good for Syndra. I would not recommend it on, say, Karma, maybe Heimerdinger, but that's about it. You know, as far as that Landry's Torment, it's good for Syndra, good for Vel'Koz too, but you know, it's not that great this time around for the champions they give us. And again, primarily played mid lane. Last but not least, like I said, we got Vel'Koz, who, much like Syndra, she played primarily in the mid lane, building ability power, so Rabadon's Death Cap, etc., etc., etc. You don't need me to spell it out for you at that point. But, again, just like Syndra, Landry's Torment is pretty good on him too, due to the fact that you're going to be chaining spells together to get that, you know, to get your passive going on everybody and just doing massive damage. So, that's pretty much it. And I would also recommend on Vel'Koz either I have, you know, Tear of the Goddess, turn that into an Archangel Staff, or a Rod of Ages, because, like I just said, you are going to be spamming abilities, so you want that mana regen ASAP. Nathine's Unholy Grail doesn't go amiss either on just about any AP champion, unless they don't have mana requirements such as Kennen. But yeah, guys, that's it for the free week champion rotation. My name has been Shadowswim. If you liked the free week rotation this week, go ahead and leave a comment down below saying why you like it. Do all that fun stuff. Don't forget to tell your friends that I am doing a giveaway. Go ahead, check out the annotation on the top left to go check out what I am giving away and how you can enter. As usual, like I said, my name has been Shadowswim, and I will talk to you all next time.